Hey Bobbies!
Welcome back to another week of The Sage.
We're your anchors for this week. I'm Juliette, your sports editor.
And I'm Georgia Scherrer, your web editor-in-chief.
We've got a great show for you as we come towards the end of the school year.
So, without further ado, let's roll the intro. Hey, pick us up some coffee. What's your order?
Caramel macchiato.
Okay, perfect. I get the brown sugar shake and espresso.
What's everyone else gonna get?
I don't know, but luckily Izzi and Camille covered a coffee shop named 4 Till 4.
Take it away.
4 Till 4 Cafe isn't your average cup of joe. They take pride in their coffees, teas, and service. But don't let the name fool you.
4 Till 4 is special because we do really have quality coffee. We roast everything ourselves at our original location in Scottsdale. We have this other component to the company. We're very cars themed. The owners are big into vintage cars, especially Porsches. So we have car events sometimes. First and last Saturday of the month, you can check out a bunch of vintage Porsches that post up in the parking lot. We have our own car club. They get a fun discount. There's a Porsche engine model called the 356, and per the owners who were in love with that model, they named it 4 Till 4 because on the time clock, 356, 4 Till 4. I think Encinitas Leucadia is a really walkable place. Most of our clientele are people who get up in the morning, are walking their dogs, and they want to get a coffee on their way. They're maybe going up to the beach. They live back up here on Neptune, in the beachy area. But I really love where I am because the Leucadia community is so great and a lot of our customers are fantastic. But I would say my regular that I love the most is Simone. She actually just came by today to drop off some books for Rachel and I because she knows that we're big readers.
I come here every single day because I am addicted to coffee, so I get a feel good every day as well because the team's so awesome. And so I love coming because I get great coffee and feel good energy because it's a really good team.
Although the quality of the coffee is the first priority, something else is just as important.
If you can impart a positive vibe on the first, I don't know, the person who's who's interacting with humanity for the first time that day, that totally sets the tone for someone's day.
This has been camera operator Isabella Gerencher and Camille Ambrogelly reporting for The Sage.
But yeah, again, we close at 2, everybody. Don't come in after 2.
Nixon and Cooper discovered a great way to spend an afternoon outside.
Let's see what the Stagecoach Garden has to offer.
With the new community gardens open at Stagecoach, we asked Gladys Sanders, a volunteer at the garden, some questions regarding her experience so far.
I've been wanting to have a garden, and my backyard is too small, and when I heard Carlsbad had several gardens, I decided to put my name on a wait list and see when the next time a bed came up, and to get out and grow my own food and to have community with the neighbors and just have fun. First, I had to plan the irrigation system, what type I was going to put in the bed. The bed comes standard with this faucet, but then each renter has to install whatever system they want. And then I had to decide what types of plants that I wanted to grow, flowers and vegetables or fruits. And then additionally, I had to decide in what order to plant them and how to plant them so that it would be most effective with the irrigation system that I have.
Then we wanted to know how we could reserve a spot at the gardens.
Yes, there is a wait list. If you visit the City of Carlsbad website, you can go to Parks and Recreation, and I believe there is a link to the community gardens, and you can fill out an online application to get on a wait list. And then as beds become available, there's 4 gardens in Carlsbad. If any gardens open up, they go to their wait list and they call people and ask them if they would like a bed.
With camera operator Nixon and Ebete, this has been Cooper Rex reporting for The Sage.
When you think of Carlsbad, what do you think of?
I think of that big Carlsbad sign in the village.
Me too. Caleb, Seth, and John took a trip to the heart of Carlsbad to speak with the residents.
What's up, Bobcats? Welcome back to an episode of Caleb in the Village with my brother Seth recording. And we're going to be asking some tourists and some locals their spring and travel plans. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm here with Alan. So Alan, what did you do over spring break?
Over spring break, I went to a rave named Beyond Wonderland. Also had my anniversary with my girlfriend. Then hung out with the homies back in Orange County.
Sick. All right, so I'm here with Peyton. So Peyton, what did you and your kids do over spring break?
Well, my kids are athletes, so we had the time off to be able to do some extra training.
Cool.
Well, played video games, definitely got out a lot, like playing badminton with friends and family, stuff like that, or reading a book. Just kind of boring stuff, really.
Yeah. But so, what are your upcoming travel plans?
Possibly in the summer, doing a cruise in Mexico.
So big trips coming up. I am traveling to Costa Rica.
So I'll be going to Tokyo in about a week, and I'll be there for about 2 weeks, and I'm really excited for it.
Well, I don't get out too much, but maybe other people have other plans in mind. So, but as of for me, I find it just more comfortable to just do what's relative at my current state. So right now it's just either getting out, walking around, or staying at home, finding something fun to do there.
That's all, Bobcats. This has been Seth Fletcher and Caleb Fletcher reporting for The Sage.
An even bigger part of Carlsbad to us.
Sage Creek softball has started its season, and Hadley, Charlotte, and Luke have covered the team.
Let's find out how the games are going so far.
There is so much more to a season than the scoreboard represents. There are personal wins and losses, as well as toughness and techniques that must emerge, rallying to overcome obstacles, and so many other components that go into playing a sport. So, Tori, is there something you think is overlooked and underestimated about playing a sport at a high school level?
I think for sure just the bond and chemistry that we immediately have with each other, and it's definitely palpable if you come to watch our home games, but definitely the chemistry that we have.
That's a great answer. Kate, is there something that you admire about your teammates?
I admire how we're always laughing, cheering, our energy is always high, and even if we're losing, like you can just see the excitement to get that energy back and just to get back in the game.
And Molly, what would you describe the team dynamic in softball like in 3 words?
I would say 3 words to describe us would be like perseverance, energetic, and supportive. I think even when we're down, we try our best to have really good energy in the dugout and just make sure we're hyping each other up and staying just ready on the field and everything. And we all really support each other, whether, that's just like personally or just on the field. And I think we're very close, so it's great.
This has been Hadley Golden, Luke Miller, and Charlotte Axson reporting for The Sage.
Before we end this week's show, on the screen is a QR code for the internship at Municipal, an athleisure company.
April is National Poetry Month. A poetry contest is being held by Miss Shawley in the library.
Make sure to stay up to date on our social media at The Sage Publication.
And read our articles, listen to podcasts, and watch videos on The Sage News.
For the last time together on screen for 6 years, this has been Georgia Shear
and Juliette reporting for
The Sage.